All right, amigos, I'm back. We got ourselves a juicy Luna update. Uh-oh. Where's the sound coming from? Oh. I had it open on my phone. My bad. I was a little bit scared. I just woke up, by the way. I was literally... I don't know, man. This is crazy. So, for the long story short, all the Luna has officially been sold. For anybody wondering, all the Bitcoin has officially been sold. There's a very teeny weeny chunk that's still left, but let's just conclude it's gone. All right, I got you guys with the update. Give me just a second. So about 50 minutes ago, Binance was kind of wandering around, giving a little 1 cent or their 2 cents about the situation, which I thought was rather interesting. You know, I've been checking them out. I was like, ooh, because Binance CZ actually explained that he knows what happened to the Bitcoin, but they didn't tell the world just quite yet. Then when checking a little bit further, we saw the update, which we'll get to in just a second. Let's, I'll first show you guys that just to make that out of the way. Here's the LFG's official Twitter account, right? Official Twitter account. And it was actually stating here, as of Saturday, May 7th, the Luna Foundation Guard held a reserve consisting of the following assets: 80,000 Bitcoin and the rest. You don't need to know too much about the rest. If you go a little bit further down the road, though, they explain how much they have now. If we just check through, you can see they only, funny enough, had 600,000 UST. Interesting to me. But there's quite a lot of updates in here. I can't find the other numbers, but it goes to about 10. They're saying about what they're selling. Let's check this out. Oh, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. You get me, right? If you go through this little list of things that they posted, it shows right here. As of now, the foundation's remaining reserves consist of the following: about 1.8 billion UST, which is nice, but pretty wacky. 220 million Luna, which is worth about $6, I think. 313 Bitcoin, 40,000 BNB, 1.9 million AVEX. So they basically kept all their AVEX, right? They bought a lot of UST, they sold their USDT, they sold their USDC, kept their BNB, sold all their Bitcoin, and bought freaking a Luna. Not sure what price, because that's obviously pretty worthless right now. But yeah, that's the quick rundown behind it all. And Binance's guy, so CZ, also had a couple of interesting remarks to make. However, before we go on, guys, make sure you get those likes up right now. You don't have to, but it helps out the live stream. And I didn't have a notification for most people right now. However, I did thought that streaming right now was the best choice because there's a really crazy update. This is what we've been waiting for a little while. What's happened to Bitcoin? We got it. And so I thought, hey, let's talk about this. Then again, I could have better waited a couple hours so more people would join maybe, but I think this is the best way to do it. I'm going to share the stream over on, wait a minute. It's not working properly, but I'm trying to share it there. I can also not see chat. For some reason, my chat is actually blocked. If you guys don't know what I mean, like, look at this. I'm trying to look at chat. Normally, it's supposed to be right here, but for some reason, it's not showing up. So I'm going to open it on my phone, but that means we're going to have to look left, right, a little bit like this all the time. Because usually I have it on, like, this side, but I can't see it now. A little bit annoying, but it is what it is, right? It's like first world problems if I've ever seen one. So I'll be fine utilizing my phone for this one. But that might also be why I can't properly share the video. It's not showing up properly. Maybe there's some bug inside of it or something. Not sure. Is the video good for the rest, guys? Can you all see me properly? Let me share the stream. And in here. There we go. All right. Hold on, I need to keep the phone open, of course, to see the chat. Annoying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so Dusty, my guy with another live stream. What's up, my friend? Go to sleep. I actually woke up just now. I'm good. I'm very good. All right. So CZ had a couple of words. Let's read it out. Some interesting updates. And by the way, CZ, if any of you guys used Anchor, this guy, CZ, is basically saying, hey, all right, do the proposal that we talked about before from Fatman, the help the smaller wallets. And I'm wondering up to what amount of money it goes to, because I personally have a lot of money in Anchor, but I have some very big wallets. So when he's saying about the 99.6%, I'm thinking, man, does that include me? What is 99.6? He said 99.9. The lowest one in that sense, you know, if you're talking the top 1,000, that's 900,000 UST. Now that's a lot. I don't know if I have that in one wallet. Not sure about that. Then again, I have smaller amounts in some wallets because I have multiple wallets. I do wonder if they'll also help me out. You'll see in just a second. All right, let's see. Hopefully the stream is all good. I think so. Some interesting updates. Full transparency and lead to protect investors, or LED. As it turns out, most EST pairs were zero fee to begin with. I didn't know that. Our team had to tell me. So not much UST there. We do have, and then he basically explained, hey, we have a little bit of UST, we have a little bit of Luna. In the past, this is like 15 hours ago, reading some comments on Twitter, it just occurred to me that I haven't asked our team at Binance if we hold any UST. I don't have access to the admin backend for security reasons. I always have to ask someone to get that info. I just asked now. We probably do have some trading fees, probably valued close to zero now. Think of it as trading fee or fee trading in the past. This just wasn't on my mind, a free trading in the past. Not how we prioritize things users first. I did ask about the rumored second round investments for UST. There was discussions never closed. Binance did not buy UST. Okay, so that's a little bit back note. Binance did receive 15 million Luna, at the peak worth about 1.6 billion US dollars, now not so much, as part of the original $3 million investment. 560x return at peak. It still sits on the address we received at. You could check it right there. Never moved or sold. That's very transparent. On this same address, we have about 12 million UST from staking over time, not bought, also never moved or sold. Wow, $12 million off of a $3 million investment. Plus, of course, the 1.6 billion, that's the bigger deal, of course, but I mean the fact that the 3 million investment got them 12 million worth of UST from staking. That is interesting. Now the important part. To lead by example on protecting users, Binance will let this go and ask the Terra project team to compensate the retail users first, Binance last, if ever. Binance, after a 5-minute discussion, fully support this proposal. And again, I understand that Binance is thinking like, hey man, protect you. This for Binance is one of the best PR pieces ever, and it's worth a couple $2 billion. If you think about it, I'm not sure how much money Binance makes a day, all right? But it's supposedly, I think, tens of millions of dollars of profit every single day. So this billion is kind of like a stinger. Then again, it will make up from one additional investment that they make. If they make, let's say 40 a month or so, 30 will fill, 10 will do really well. It will make itself up. They make most likely billions of dollars a month, I think, in a good time at least. Right now, maybe not. So them saying, skip our money, go for the users, people really eat this up like freaking Applejack's pie. All right, they look at this thinking, oh, CZ, you're my freaking hero. Oh, wow. This is so smart. And the proposal is something I read to you guys earlier, right? It's a scary one depending on how much money is in there, basically. Some interesting data on UST and Terra's Anchor protocol. There are 256,000 Anchor wallets. The top 1,000 Anchor wallets own about 82% of all UST. The poorest wallets in this 1,000 has 955 UST. This is great news for UST Anchor depositors. Why? Let me explain. There's currently a proposal on the official Terra forum. The goal is to make people whole again using Terra's $1.5 billion fund. But there are different ways of doing this. One way would be to return, say, 30 cents on each UST invested to every wallet. I'm fine with that, but okay. But this way, Terra's funds would disproportionately flow to rich whales who were holding most of the UST at the time of the depeg. And you'd only be making everyone just 30% whole. In reality, most people would still feel bitter. That's true, though. So let's explore the other way. The second way is to prioritize smaller wallets. People who had a couple thousand or more of UST deposited in Anchor. If Terra just focused on the poorest 99.6% of wallets, they can make this gigantic group 100% whole. Yes, you read that right. I repeat, by prioritizing the bottom 99.6%, Terra could literally afford to return every dollar that was invested by the poorest 99.6. How come? Well, the very vast majority of UST is held by regular people in smaller wallets, non-billion or millionaire whales. This is potent hopium. The benefit of prioritizing, wow, I can't read for a little second. Hey guys, let me know in the chat box real quick where you guys are watching from. Abi Wali says, "Yo, CZ responded to someone on what happened to the Bitcoin. I know, bro. I know. I check my stuff before I start streaming. But the LFG Luna Foundation Guard actually gave out exactly what happened to the Bitcoin. We have no transaction IDs, but we have the exact information. So it goes a little bit deeper than that. CZ only said, I know what happened, but I can't tell you. But let's move on. So the benefit is way more people would be made 100% whole. Good for the community sentiment. It's true. It's easier to manage the remaining group of rich whales after the big group is whole. That's also true because these guys have usually easier means to communicate with because they're richer and they care more because they have more money. Not necessarily they care more, but I guess they can, for example, if a guy has $45 million and $1 million lost, the guy is probably still fine, but most importantly, he can wait for the money or so if need be and whatnot. A lot of these smaller fries, if they had $400 inside, maybe $400 is all savings that they got. It's a lot more dire. Then again, a millionaire could have actually put all his money into this as well and still lost everything, which might have been even worse, but it depends. One could argue it's fair. Poor people need money the most. I don't think that argument is valid whatsoever. Poor people need money the most is a very bad argument, I think. But that's besides the point, right? Because a lot of people are complaining about this, like, this is just unfair bias towards the poor, and we're not necessarily knowing if those guys are poor. They just had less money invested. Then again, a guy with a little bit more money invested could have also invested everything that they had. And so if one very wealthy man invested only $400, he might need it way less than a guy who only had $50,000 and put all his $50,000 in, if you guys get my drift. Which is why I'm saying like, it's a little bit unfair to say it like that. But I get the reason they're putting it up like that. Little side story. Something similar happened after Madoff's Ponzi collapse. In the end, Madoff's investors received 70 cents on the dollar for the big guys. The smaller investors, however, with less than 1.7 million, received everything back. What I'm wondering, guys, is I have still got a lot of money in Anchor. Should I cash it out or something? Like to UST? Is that what they're trying to tell me? Like, hey, we're going to give you your money back maybe anyway, but just cash out. Or what? Or do it? Because I've kept it in. I'm thinking like, you know what? I'll go down with my ship. Some of the Madoff investors were made completely whole again, except for a few ultra-rich / hedge and pension funds who received back only 70 cents on the dollar. All thanks due to a functioning judicial system. In DeFi, investors might not be so lucky, but I digress. Please note, I've done my best to read and understand the proposal the best I could. This is again from Fatman over on Reddit. I read it to on the Agora. I mean, I talked to you guys about it before. I can look it up in just a second as well if you guys want. You know, I'll look it up on the site here. I cannot guarantee that I got everything correct. Confession, I'm still somewhat new to DeFi. If you have any thoughts, feel free to comment and kindly keep things civil. All right. I got it. Forum members strongly support this proposal. Yeah, people were really happy about it. I hope it gets implemented. So if you're one of those 2,000 IQ Terra developers with close ties to leadership, kindly tell Do Kwon and others to go forward with this or at least look into it. Finally, here's the link to the proposal on the official Terra forum, authored by a person who goes by the name of Fatman. Shout out to Fatman, you did a great job researching and writing it. If you read until here, you're a real one. To spread its knowledge, you could retweet the first tweet here. Yada, yada, yada. CZ said 2 hours ago, if that number is correct, it sounds like a good way to go. That's a big flex to get CZ to respond to you, specifically if it's not even your proposal. That's a big freaking flex, all right? I digress, however. Let's come back to CZ. He quickly put that down and said, protect users. Then one guy asked, what happened to the Bitcoin from the Ledger or Luna Foundation Guard, which went to your exchange, 23,000 Bitcoin? CZ said, I did ask about this and know now, but we still have user privacy to respect. The Terra team need to disclose it on their own. They're just so slow in communicating with the community. And again, I'm not really sure why they're doing it in such a slow manner. Not really sure exactly what the purpose of that would be. And here are the original proposals over on the Agora. So this is the Agora. This is actually Do Kwon's initial revival of the ecosystem plan. If you scroll down, you'll see Fatman say, hey, Do, I hope you're doing okay. Please check out this proposal. To use the remaining funds as a tiered refund pool to lower the UST holders, I believe is the best way forward. Thank you. Edit, I've reviewed the proposal and I can't feel like it comes off as you trying to put a band-aid on a dam. My primary questions were, okay, we forked the network and now what? Why would the value come back? UST doesn't work as intended. Anchor and Mirror broke. Luna's name is destroyed forever. Where would the liquidity come from? How can you possibly propose giving 40% to old Luna holders and 10% to new holders? How is that at all commensurate considering new holders got billions and trillions of Luna tokens at less than pennies on the dollar. Most importantly, where are all the LFG Bitcoins? How many are left? What happened to the market maker loan deal? But that is, of course, to fix now. And on a more personal level, although you don't have to answer this, do you feel you have a responsibility to process some refunds to UST holders with hundreds of millions of dollars you personally enrich yourself through the Luna machine with? The proposal is here 5 days ago. Let's see. Can we see the amount of likes that it got or anything? Can't see it. 3,000 replies, 70,000 views, 6,000 likes. People are really happy about this, huh? We'll read that in just a second, all right? Let's first check out a little bit further. So the LFG, this was their initial response to the matter an hour ago. As of Saturday, May 7th, the Luna Foundation Guard held a reserve consisting of the following assets: 80.4 thousand Bitcoin, 40,000 BNB, 27 million USDT, 24 million USDC, 2 million AVEX, 700,000 USD, and 1.7 million Luna. Consistent with its non-profit mission and focus on the health of, give me just a second. Let me dab my nose a little bit. There we go. Consistent with its non-profit mission and focus. By the way, I have like a little drinking spot here. I should actually do that as well, to not die out while I'm telling you guys a story. On the health of Terra ecosystem, beginning on May 8th, when the price of UST began to drop substantially below $1, the foundation began converting this reserve to UST. The foundation did so by directly executing on-chain swaps and transferring Bitcoin to a counterparty to enable them to enter trades with the foundation in large size on short notice. Let me again read that. The foundation did so, to kind of back it up a little bit, by directly executing on-chain swaps and transferring Bitcoin to a counterparty to enable them to enter trades with the foundation in large sizes and on short notice. Okay. The LFG sold directly 27 million USDT and 24 million USDC, all they had, for an aggregate of 50 million UST at the time. And they transferred 52,000 Bitcoin to trade with a counterparty, net of an excess of 5.3 thousand Bitcoin that they have returned for an aggregate of 1.5 billion UST. Okay, key number, 1.5 billion UST. On May 10th, when UST had fallen to 0.75, pursuant to a master services agreement dated January 10th, through which TFL managed and executed all finance, administrative and operational functions and support as requested, TFL, on behalf of the foundation, executed the following exchange: trades in a last-ditch effort to defend the peg. Sold 33,000 Bitcoin for an aggregate of 1.1 billion UST, and on May 12, the LFG swapped 800 million UST for 221 million Luna, and staked this across a range of validators to protect against a possible governance attack as the amount of Luna continued to increase. All transactions described above have now been completed. As of now, the foundation's remaining reserves consist of the following assets: 300 million 300 Bitcoin, which is no money at all compared to what it had before. 40,000 BNB, 2 million AVEX, and about $2 billion worth of 2 billion UST, which is actually not that much dollars. Again, I kind of forget about that. And at some point, 800 million worth of Luna right now, a couple pennies, of which 221 million out of the whole thing is currently staked with validators. All assets will be returned to wallets tagged in the dashboard lfg.org. Shortly, the Luna previously staked is unbonding and will be returned in 20 days. All assets will be returned to wallets tagged in the dashboard shortly. The foundation is looking to use its remaining assets to compensate remaining users of UST, smallest holders first. Smallest holders first? Start at the middle, my guy. We are, I think the best wallet I have is 50,000 UST. I still have it open, I think, as well. Maybe 60,000, 50, 57, 50, 60, something like that, thousand. That's the smallest wallet I have. Compensate me, my guys. Come on. All right, skip those smaller users. Skip those guys who got to feed their... No, I'm just kidding, guys. Of course, I understand the proposal. We are still debating through various distribution methods. Updates to follow soon. I understand that as well, all right? I understand this. It was hidden for me too. Need to click on replies. I wonder why they replied it in a stupid way. That it's a little bit hidden. Then again, this is the update for right now. So we know exactly what happened to all the money. Guys, if you're watching this right now and you haven't pressed that like button yet, do it right now. All right? You don't have to, but I'm asking you kindly to press the button. Let's get to 100 likes at least. We are at 84 or something, it says for me. So get to at least 100 likes or so. Make sure you press that button. So anybody asking what happened to the Bitcoin, they sold it to buy UST a little while ago though, and that's kind of scary because, well, they still have 1.9 billion UST, but since the value is about 1/6 or something, that's not so much money anymore. They have 300 Bitcoin, they have almost nothing left, so how can they save it now, right? With 1.8 billion UST, you can't really do everything. I don't know. And I still have about... Oh, fuck! UST is at 8 cents. No. It's actually down 30% the last hour. People are like, no, they sold the Bitcoin. Let's sell this bit. No. Alright, I've officially lost millions of dollars, guys. We are screwed. We are screwed. There go my millions. I'm poor again, guys. I'm poor again. There we go. This sucks. Kind of had some hope that UST was going to recover, but this is like the big... This is like a big slap in the face right now, this one. Damn! That's bad. Oh, you guys don't want to see this daily chart either. That's not juicy, all right? That's not juicy, my guys. That is not juicy. Damn. Where's UST? Of course, UST's not at the top anymore. No. How are they going to compensate people, though? Are they going to send them UST? Sorry. Little, we made jokes around here. We made jokes. All right. Terra USD. I pressed the wrong thing. Oh. Okay. Let's try it again. Give me... Can I press it now? There we go. I did not press the wrong thing again, right? I'm going to... Oh, there we go. Here it says 13 cents. On my phone, it says 8 cents already, all right? You know what the chart looks like? Absolute menacingly bad. This is what my chart looks like, but then worse. Like this freaking dip right here. So I'm assuming, yeah, that UST is gone. I've lost hope, guys. I've lost hope. The fact that it went from 18 cents yesterday to right now about 8 cents. Should have sold, man. Should have sold. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I just sell yesterday at 20 cents? Could have had about 1/5 of my money still. I'm letting this one ride right now. You know what? I'm letting this one ride. This is one of the biggest losses I've ever taken, I think. Maybe the biggest loss ever. For me. It's a big setback, you know? They had 3 billion Bitcoin. What? Oh, did I say it wrong, maybe? Oh, could be. 50K gone. It's a lot more than 50K. The smallest wallet I had was 50K, unfortunately. I had a couple $1 million in UST staked on Anchor. That's all gone. That's not really nice. That's not really nice. That's not really juicy. Makes you realize things. What do I do now? It was giving thousands of dollars a day also, you know? It's a little bit annoying. Because now you're thinking like, those thousands a day are also not coming in again. Wendy's have openings. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can do this. Name, I have this. How long at this address? Why did they care about that? How long there? What strange questions. Date available for work? I guess any day right now. Are you willing to travel? Sure. I have nothing else to do anymore now, I guess. Are you willing to transfer, relocate? If anybody wondering, this is my new McDonald's application. Because yeah, I mean, what else am I going to do now? Location of the restaurant you'd like to work at. Why would I care what restaurant? I don't care. Give me a job somewhere. I'll figure it out, you know? One second. This could be kind of funny. I don't think it's a PNG, actually. Maybe it is. No, it is not, unfortunately. I wanted to get myself a hat, but there's no PNG, guys, unfortunately. It'll still sit. But not perfect. Oh, I have a better one. I have a better one. This is better. Oh, we messed up, boys. We messed up hard. But it's okay. It's all good. There we go, boys. There we go. I'm gonna have to stream like this from now on. Alright. So yeah, about this whole Luna situation, not too good. Not too happy with that. Can't actually say that anything that we've read today has actually been good. Because that basically means they actually don't have any more money anyway to fix all this. Right? If you think about it, if they still had the Bitcoin or so, they could utilize that to hopefully save people right now. But they're saying they're gonna compensate people through what? What they have like $200 million to their name now. Yeah, this is going to be rather difficult. I think the UST price is also like over with, and I think I should just acknowledge the fact and it should just sell for about 1/10 of my investment. Still going to get a couple $100,000 out of that, I guess, huh? Again, millions are gone in freaking dust. Dust, dusty. Why do you guys keep asking for chicken nuggets? All right, you can see I'm not working there yet. All right, I didn't get the job, unfortunately. So the proposal, by the way, this is all relatively stupid as well, because it said here, most effective use of the funds in the interim with only $1 billion or 1.5 billion. They don't got $1 billion. I'm thinking the best thing for them to do is to raise funds, about $3 billion worth or so, which they said, and they might still be able to provide refunds through that manner. It's kind of funny that I'm talking to you guys in such a funny manner, right? As if it's like a joke to me or something. But if you think about it, a lot of hard work went into getting this money, but it's actually just lost. Should I take this off, actually? Is this better? This is better. Here we go. So the proposal from before about Fedman was a rather interesting one, and I still would say agreeing with it all. Then again, they need more money to get all this stuff done. And I'm wondering what the exact number is. It says here, something like all wallets with 250K AUST or less, Anchor UST should be a decent parameter. If that could actually work though, I'm good with all of this. It says the top 100 Anchor addresses have 92% of the funds. I'm not sure of the exact figure, but something like all wallets of 250K UST or less should be a decent parameter. Yeah, if I get a couple 100,000 back, I'm fine with that, I guess. It said here, only initial deposits made into Anchor will be eligible for the refund, not yield. This will free up a decent percentage of capital, which can be redistributed to more people. True. We should prioritize giving back people the money that actually put in, and refunding Anchor profits would cut into that. True. This can easily be calculated on a per wallet basis using the methodology from this tool. Put simply, if you put 20,000 UST into the Anchor last year and now have 24,000, your refund amount can be capped at 20,000 UST. But I'm a little bit confused as to what they're saying right here. Will be given back UST. It says here, these addresses can then be added to a redemption whitelist on the whitelist page. Addresses that are on the list should be allowed to swap their amount of AUST or UST directly for their USDC or USDT at a 1-to-1 ratio, limited to the amount they had during the snapshot. Okay, I agree with that, I guess. Calculate the amount of money needed to pay out the bottom 75% of users in full. It shouldn't be more than $1 billion or 1.5 billion, given that the top 100 Anchor addresses has over 90% of the funds. Cool. Cool. All forms of UST on Terra would count in the first refund batch, including UST staked in LPs and pools like Osmosis. I received a lot of feedback from users that had their funds staked in other services, so we will not limit refunds to just Anchor and vanilla UST. It will include all UST balances on Terra across all services. I don't agree with that. I think Terra is more important, but that's just my bias, so I'm a little bit, Instead of paying out just small wallets, we will pay out all wallets, including whale wallets, up to a set cap per address. Yeah, they thought about that. This solution seems to be good balance between including whales and having more money to make smaller pay layers whole. It will cut into the per wallet amount by quite a bit, but it's more equitable solution and mirrors a real-world refund setup like FDIC insurance and bankruptcy proceedings. For example, with a hypothetical per wallet cap of $50,000, someone with $5,000 in Anchor would receive the full $5,000 back. I talked about this as well. And someone with $800,000 would be limited to a $50,000 refund. We should still be able to clear out debts for most Anchor users, depending on how much money LFG has left. Well, you guys want to calculate this? Should we go a little ape mode and calculate every single dollar they have left, as little baboon says? You guys think that's a good idea? You know what? I'm stupid enough to do that. Let's do it. All right. So, let me grab it for you guys. Let's grab exactly how much they have left. Is Luna still trying to get UST pegged? Stop flogging a dead horse. Honestly, I'm not so sure what their plan is going to be from here on forward. Because if they had all the Bitcoin, there still was some sort of chance. Right now, I'm not sure they have any chance whatsoever. Okay. So let's draw, all right? So they have 319 Bitcoin. That has a value of, so the Bitcoin price is, let's go to CoinMarketCap. If we can. Okay, so we need to go Bitcoin, BNB. So let's do a little bit rounded up, right? Let's do a little bit easier. 30,000 and 300 bucks. So 30,000. Okay, this is absolutely awful. Whatever. Okay, please don't hate me, guys. Where did this one come from? No. All right. So 30K, 300 bucks. What else do they have? UST, which is absolutely worthless. AVEX. Let's check this AVEX out. AVAX is 32 bucks. What else do they have? I think UST and Luna, right? Which are both kind of worthless. So, okay, so they have 313, 40,000, and 1.1. Let's do 2 million. So 313, 40,000, 2 million. 313, 40K, and 32 they had how much? 2 million. 2 million, and then 1.9 million UST and 221 million Luna. Okay. 2 mil. 1.9 billion. And what was the other one? About 221 million Luna, right? 2 mil, whatever. This value is absolutely... I think this is almost neglectable, 200 million. This one, however, is about 0.1. And 222 million Luna. How much is that, guys? Coin market cap. So Luna's price is about 0.0002. Okay. 0.0002. Fair enough. Okay, let's start calculating, all right? So 30,000 Bitcoin, 30,000 price times 313 Bitcoin is 10. Let's do 9.4. Oh, here's where people start to find out that I'm actually kind of stupid in the brain. It's actually my mouse lagging a little bit, which makes this wrong. But we get it. 9.4 million, right? It will do. I can calculate this on top of my head, but it's all right. We're doing like this. 12 million. Exactly. 12 million. 9.4 million, 12 million. Okay. 64 million. $190 million. And how much is this? I don't know. 222, 123, 123 times 0.0002. 44,000. No way. 44. Okay. Wait a minute. We got some news. Guys, we got some news. Polygon CEO offered to help Terra project by transitioning them over to Polygon. All right, but before we go on, let's calculate. 9.4, oh no, 9400 plus 12 plus 64 plus about 190, 123, 123 plus 44, 123. They got themselves about 275 mil. We're going to ignore the Luna. Okay, this is pretty scary. I'll put this on Twitter as well. This is really scary because it's very low. Did I make an oopsie somewhere, guys? I think we calculated it right, no? Is that Picasso Dusty? You know. 85 mil if we do not calculate the UST. I'll use a spreadsheet. This was way more fun, my guy. Can't you enjoy this more? Can't you enjoy the drawing? There's a new Twitter deal, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I didn't know that. OP Tempa says, bro, made around 9 million shorting with around 50K in margin. I don't get why people don't short when they see market bloody. Could have made much more, didn't expect to get that low, though. Fair enough. FIAB says, well, So they're going to buy out Terra because it's a bargain. I mean, this is not good. Oh, you guys can't even see, right? It just said, whatever. It said 275 million at the bottom. You guys can't see it properly, but it is what it is. And the Luna is a little bit sad because it's only 44,000. But just take my word for it, I guess, that it says it right there. You see? 275 mil. Was that drawn perfectly? Of course, of course, of course. You think this McDonald's hat would ever let you down? I don't think so. I like that it actually fits kind of nice. Maybe I should invest in one, like UST. I just got my job at Burger King overshorted. The market got wrecked. Hey, it is what it is, all right? And yes, my 275 is, that's the best one rated just yet, right? What's the biggest amount you've made in a 24-hour span? I don't know. It's a good question. How much I've lost is a nicer question, though. That I do not know either, but most likely a whole lot of money. Welcome to McDonald's customer support. Oh no, how do you say it? What do people say in America at the window? I don't know. I don't know if I've been to an English-speaking McDonald's in my life. Sam says you didn't lose anything. I mean, my UST is pretty lost, to be honest with you. That's pretty much just worthless garbage, to be honest with you. I mean, I consider that lost. That's a lot of money. Nathan says, how do you sleep at night knowing you're shorting millions of people's money? Sure, you made millions, but they belong to the people who got scammed. I think people can sleep at night pretty well on that note. I think, because it's a pretty selfish game, I think. Theoretically speaking, anybody had the option to short, so it's not as if it's like unfair. But welcome to McDonald's. Can I get your order, sir? I'm not sure. It's good though. Upbeat attitude, man. I'm beat down like a little baby in the freaking on the like. Okay, never mind. I wanted to say some like a little third unwanted baby in some countries, but maybe I shouldn't say that. 1 times cheese. Crypto Thug says if there's no buyers, then there won't be sellers. Fair enough. If you can't take the heat, then go beat your meat. Maybe that's something we should live by. Where are you streaming from? I'm not gonna say. You trying to come get me or what? You trying to get this McDonald's for real? McDonald's headquarters. What are you talking about, my friend? How can they compensate people, though? How in the actual world are they going to compensate people? Cheese Grits says, get a loan to buy back the excess supply. Once the price of Luna pumps, use the Luna reserves to pay it back. That does not work. So, people who asked me before, why is the Luna supply so increasing? You could, I'm not sure if it's still possible now, but before, I'm trying to talk into this microphone. Am I stupid in the brain? I can see it in front of me, like on my screen. This is what I see, the biggest one, but the microphone is actually, it's obviously here. But I'm like, so before, you used to be able to cash out 1 UST for $1 worth of Luna. And so people were cashing out all the UST for $1 worth of Luna and selling it on the market real quick because then you still get $1 for your UST. The scary part about that is it keeps diluting the Luna because, well, if more and more people do that, the Luna price keeps going down and you get more Luna for $1 worth and so forth and so on. So yeah, if they all of a sudden try to buy back Luna, people will most likely just start cashing out their UST again severely. If it's not possible, then okay, I guess it's still a little bit possible. But I think a lot of people will also just go with the flow. So if the LFG says something really bullish, they'll start longing it. If they say something really bearish, they'll start shorting it. And I think right now, guys, if you don't have yourself an account over on KuCoin yet, Wow, just drink something. What was this? Get yourself an account right now, so you actually have the possibility to long and short Luna if you wanted to. And I wouldn't say feel guilty about it, because everybody has the same opportunities to do whatever they so please. It's a wacky world out there, my guys. The LFG has just... Wait a minute, what happened here? LFG has just 300 Bitcoin left. It's like a... ooh type of moment where it's like, ooh, you only have 300 Bitcoin left? We thought you had like 30,000. It's kind of funny to me. Again, it's not a funny... Guys, the sky's attacking us. It has started to rain. Yeah, but I think the price is going to be in a little bit of a predicament still from this one. Right? I'm not so sure this is going to have some positive effects on everything. They're burning millions of Luna tokens, so there's trillions of them. Oh, KuCoin already shut it down. No! That was so juicy, everybody. That was so amazing. Terra ate shit. Pretty much. Low fund starter account are often restricted and not allowed to short. Ah, okay, I didn't know. Hey, some of you guys are freaking weird, man. What in the world are you saying in this chat box? What, John? What are you? Why are you saying this? You guys can't see because it's automatically blocked. I hope, at least. Is it not? Is it? I think it's blocked. I hope so. What is wrong with you, my guy? Why are you? What? Did you wake up today and think this is what I'm gonna do on the internet? Really? Are you good? Are you good? Why in the world would you say that? What's wrong with you? When raffle draw of XRP giveaway. Check the Telegram for the results, my friend. I'll post it on Twitter a little bit later as well. What's in the special sauce? What if all the CEOs of the top 10, 20 projects purchase a stake in Terra Luna? Why in the world would they do that? It could help it stay afloat. I mean, it's a promising project and tech. Absolutely not. People don't like Do Kwon anymore. If he were to be really transparent about everything and put everything up front, maybe people would have been like, you know what, let's try to save him, let's help him out, because this has potential. But the fact that he's been really sketchy with all of this, I don't think people would be really happy about the whole situation, you know? I'm going to take a screenshot of this one. I'm just trying to make a good screenshot. Give me a second. There we go. I got a good screenshot. We can move on. Okay, you guys hear the rain really loud as well? I might want to... They're pouring down upon us! Dusty, I told you Luna is dead. Wait, nobody's disagreeing with you, my guy. Nobody's coming out and saying, no, Luna is actually still very much alive. Wait a minute, this is actually way better. With the headset, it looks way more real, even. I think. Doesn't it? Maybe you guys are listening to some AMR of this rain. I'm not sure if you guys can even hear it. I think so, right? I think it should be very loud. Yeah, this is a dire situation, guys. We're kind of screwed on this one. Binance CEO says buyback or burn to create value. Confirms exchange doesn't hold UST. Yeah, yeah. This is gonna be a sticky one still. Can hear it all the way here from Spain. Dubai rain? I'm not in Dubai right now, man. Luna's not dead. I'm gonna disagree with you there on that one, my friend. I'm gonna disagree and say that Luna is indeed not alive anymore. All right, there's still a couple of pieces in which they could save it from, but it's all gonna require VC funding, and I'm not sure anybody VC is like, yeah, let's build these guys out, let's give these guys money, because well, the community is kind of turned against them a little bit. They're saying they're gonna, give some people the money back, but I do wonder how that's gonna flow as well. Luna's going to $100. Okay, you're trolling me. Do you think there's some sus going on? There's always some sus going on. You making fun of me working at McDonald's? Not. Why would somebody do that? McDonald's is a pretty honorable job, to be honest with you. It actually doesn't even pay that bad. I'm not gonna lie. I've been honestly thinking about it. After the whole Luna debacle, after the UST debacle, thinking of going back to McDonald's, working full time, stopping these videos. Just grilling burgers, taking the more real life back. Crypto didn't work out for me, so I'm gonna go back to what I've always done: grilling burgers and flipping burgers. Yep. I wanted to go to the gym, by the way, but with this rain, I'm not sure that's a nice thing, right? If I had to go back home, that would be pretty cool, I guess. But if you have to go to the gym and it's raining like this, I want to go on the bike or something like that. I don't like this. Dirty Techie says I could cash out UST at a 70% loss, but screw it, I'm gonna let it ride. I'm honestly letting this one ride. I can't even. If you could cash out at a 70% loss, I would personally do it. I think, but right now it's like a 90% loss, and that's too much for me. As we said before, at 90%, I'm always like, you know what, I'm gonna let it ride here. Once more, it's a pretty good chunk of my capital, I think, but not. Nah, it is what it is. I think they're not looking anymore for people. Maybe, Matthew, I'm not sure if they're still looking to actually get some funding going and save people. The raining has stopped. Nathan says, even Celsius withdrew $500 million before the dump. Tell this stuff isn't BS. You know what I'm sometimes wondering? Are we dumb in the brain? I think so. Because even Terra, those guys knew that this was going to happen, and we were still like, you know what? The UST situation, I thought it would just get back to value within like a day or so, but it didn't at all. Guys, by the way, before I forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel just quite yet, make sure you do so right freaking now. And this is very important. If you're watching this stream and you're enjoying it, make sure you press the like button on this live stream. It helps more people find it. It helps me, pay rent as well. How? Not really sure just quite yet, but, I got to find a new way to get accepted in McDonald's. The more likes I get, the more of a chance they might accept me. Then I can pay my rent again. So make sure you press the like button, help a brother out. I would have done the same thing for you, I think. If you were struggling to get to McDonald's, I would have done the same thing for you. All right, I'm milking this joke too much. It's a little bit too overdone. I think I should get rid of the hat as well. Nah, the hat will stay on today. I'll just stop making the McDonald's remarks. Red Cross says, hey Dusty, do you look into new projects at all? So I found one 2 weeks old. White paper looks proper. Could you check it out and let us know your thoughts? Most likely, yes, I could do that. But I don't really like to take projects from people in the chat most of the time because usually they're really bad. Period. So if you're saying that as a VC, or you have actual capital or you're making actual investments, please send it to me. If you're saying this as an individual who's looking into something that's coming up, I'm not sure it's going to be worth my time. But hey, what do you have to lose? Just send it to me, whatever. Who is this Matty G? I thought he was like a singer, but you guys keep saying in my chat box, Matty G, Matty G. Is that somebody I should know about? Oh, never mind. He just made an account a couple days ago. Or what? No. Oh, it's Matty GTV. Oh. But he deleted his account, maybe, or what? Did he delete his account? Is the really big YouTuber? What are we talking about, guys? I just don't know. Never mind. I don't really care. It's all good. Matty G is a flip-flopping YouTuber that hates XRP and then loves it and then hates it again. All right, fair enough. John, I'm gonna block you, my guy. You are a little bit. You're not. There's something wrong with you, my guy. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but the way in which you're typing things, it ain't good. All right. You should get this. You should get this checked out, my guy. Why do you keep? There's something right about you, John. Why are you? Why are you telling me this? I'm a Luna millionaire. I'm not even sure if I have a million Luna, to be honest. Oh, Luna has been a little. You know what the fun fact is? You know how many people? I made a video about Tron's USDD last night, right? Saying like, hey, there's a lot of similarities to UST. And Luna is like Tron's Justin Center like, oh, wow, it's so amazing, so good. I'm thinking like, okay, you know what? I've learned from my lesson. Very often, guys, I make the same mistake freaking twice, all right? And right now with Tron, I'm not going to do that, all right? There's USDD, and he's saying, oh, it's different. People in my comment section were roasting me saying, Dusty, you can't compare USDD to Tron. You're funning the freaking hell out of it. It's different. How? Again, can it be done? Luna, Terra didn't have to crash if they thought about it more properly, by backing it up properly. Algorithmic stablecoins are only as good as the backing is, and if the coin crashes that's backing the actual stablecoin and people can't cash it out without the price going down too much, then it doesn't work. If you have a $7 billion backing and the actual value of the stablecoin is only 100 million, you have 70x whatever, 70 times the backing for it. It's so over collateralized it can never really crash anymore unless Tron's value just evaporates, basically, depending on how the backing is done in that sense. But it's still a situation of if the crash is heavy enough, it'll fail. And there are similarities, and you guys understand how it works. Nathan says, social media influencers who promoted Luna better lawyer up. I guess only people who literally got paid to promote it, maybe, or something. Because I'm thinking, I talked about Luna, but I've talked about any coin. A lot of coins have failed in my past here. Yeah, I guess what are they going to sue me for, right? It's like, you talked about it. Yeah, so did 1,000 other people. I mean, I invested in something and talk about it. Went to shit, hurt myself, lost money. Learn from the mistake, or most likely make the mistake again. It is what it is. Scared money don't make no money. You guys already know what I'm always saying, right? Scared money don't make no money, but you got to try this stuff out. And we'll see what happens along the journey. Dam says, no single algorithmic stablecoin was ever successful. I think Frax is doing pretty well for a long time. I think it's a better system and with the way to describe it as well, because they're having a big bundle of different cryptos. Then again, it's always it will work in a bullish market. The worse it gets, the worse it works, basically. Dusty, are you going to do vlogs in Mackeys? Maybe. We'll see about that. Why is Luna tanking? Oh, you're a little bit late to the party, I guess, my friend. So, Luna, they're tanking. You know what? Maybe I should actually make a small, 3-minute video on my channel as well, explaining what the whole Luna situation was all about. Because a lot of people still don't understand. It's basically regarding the fact that the price started to drop a little bit, and then people started to exploit that by cashing out their USD for Luna, and that generated a lower price for Luna. As they start to sell that, as you could cash out $1 USD for $1 worth of Luna. Usually you're supposed to meant to get in about $1 worth of Luna and get 1 USD for it, because if you burn it that way, then the ecosystem is thriving. But now people did the opposite, but too much, and that kept diluting Luna, get the price lower and whatnot. Then again, how bad did Luna actually crash? It's not actually that bad, to be honest, because if you think about it, it only needs to do about a 15x or maybe 20x or so to get to all-time high. It's not that bad. Because the actual coins also got diluted so much. Matty G's a pizza chip scammer. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Luna being burnt as we speak. So anytime the UST recovers, Luna will be burned. The whole other Luna burn idea, it can't really work properly. Because who's going to burn it? Who's going to do it? How's it going to work? We've seen now that the foundation only holds about $40,000 worth of Luna. Not really sure who's going to burn it or in what way, shape, or form, how, why. Are you buying Luna? Absolutely not right now, no. I'm a little bit afraid of the news I've read about the Bitcoin, so I'm not really too happy with the entire situation. That's my honest thoughts, right? It's like, no. No, not really. Manuels is coming back. What's up, my friend? Hey, Dust, how are you? Good afternoon, everybody. What's up, my friend? Battlon Sasaki says, Luna sell-off. Is Luna tanking even more? Why am I so stupid to press all these wrong freaking buttons, man? Oh, my days. Luckily, my history is pretty clean, huh? You know? Maybe that was a little subtle flex, huh? Showing you guys my little history right there. So you guys can up to good stuff. Yeah. Ain't nothing crazy going on. Luna price still looks to be the same. Then again, I mean, it's 0 point whatever, right? When I don't see a 1 at like just the second decimal or so, Luna is still doing garbagely bad. $3 billion in USD. What were they thinking? I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you talking about the money that they had? No, I'm not sure what you're talking about, actually. That doesn't make sense. The number doesn't work. Thoughts on XP Riddlers? I think it was a lot of fun back in the day when the potential was a little bit more there. Right now, like if you're talking about $10,000 per XRP for the next weeks or so, people are going to laugh at your face. Before, there was more hype because the price actually got to like $3 or so, which was a crazy X. So when the Riddlers came in 2017-18 at the end, there was more hope for some crazy juicy price action. Right now it's a little bit like, ooh. Badar says CZ Binance came out and said that burn was the best idea. Sorry for the caps. So in essence, the burn is a logical part of the algorithmic stablecoin mechanism. If the UST price kind of comes back to the peg, people start redeeming $1 worth of Luna for 1 UST. Well, at least more and more. Of course, it has to be close to $1 for this to actually make sense, or above $1 even. But let's say about $1. Then again, I think the foundation could get that done. Otherwise, why would they burn or how would they burn? I think the only way in which you can otherwise burn is by just buying it up, and making sure it cannot be redeemed from UST to Luna again, and then start buying it up like crazy, and then just throwing it out the window. But that's the same thing. Burning or them holding it is, I think, almost the same thing. Officially, it's going to change the supply, sure, but it's basically the same thing. Let me actually see if we can still redeem UST. Can UST be redeemed for Luna? I don't think so. Otherwise, this circulating supply would have been, not trillion, but like 20,000 trillion. But I believe they stopped these. Yeah. So what happened before, guys, is okay. So this is very important to understand for all of you guys. All right. Some guys in the last week made billions of dollars. I think a guy with just a couple tens of thousands of dollars to his name probably became a freaking trillionaire. How? Think about it like this. Not really a trillionaire, but very, very rich. You could go into the market, buy $1 worth of UST, which gave you, for example, 2 UST if the price was 50 cents. You could then go to the website and cash out 1 UST for $1 worth of Luna. But since you only spent 50 cents on this, you could now spend 50 cents worth of whatever to buy 2 UST, to then spend that and to get $2 worth of Luna for it, if you guys get my drift. So you've like quadrupled your money. It's just a free money machine. And that's literally what happened. People took use of that arbitrage. And we were kind of stupid to not do this even quicker because that was amazing. But yeah. Sometimes I'm thinking as well, why do I keep making videos about it? Why don't I just do my own research and make freaking more money? Because this is freaking smart. And I knew about it even. Why didn't I just take opportunity? Not sure why I didn't. Not sure why I don't do that sometimes. What was your portfolio percentage in UST Luna compared to XRP? I didn't have much money in Luna whatsoever. I don't. I wouldn't even consider myself an actual Luna holder. I bought some, but like at the top, close somewhere, just a little bit. UST had a lot of money inside of it. Then again, XRP is my baby. %3 burn on sales, 1% burn on buys. Is that initiated right now? I guess that's good. I didn't know. I thought that was fake, but sure. Is that a real thing, guys? Can any of you confirm? Can any of you guys confirm that there's a sell and buy fee on Luna right now, which is burned? I haven't seen that anywhere. Choki says, if you got millions, why would you want more? I think need for greed is high. People are never happy. Interesting. Interesting thought process. I'm pretty happy. I wake up every day pretty nice. BlueNet says, no, it's proposed, not implemented. Okay, there we go. So is it on the Agora then? Even then, where should it be on there? I didn't find it. But there's so much shit on this one right now. There's so much going on. I'll just accept it as truth for what you said right now. It's probably somewhere. Some guy is texting me right now saying, did Luna do a reverse split? It went from 6 trillion coins to 1 point something million? 1.71 million? It says that on Yahoo Finance. Not sure, but that's a whole lot of cap, my friend. If you're seeing that somewhere, just know some sub right there. Because it doesn't make sense. Why not just buy and burn Luna with the 1.5 billion UST LFG made? Again, guys, remember, this buy and burn would actually do nothing because the Luna market cap is still $2 billion worth. They have about $275 million in their capital. They would not even make a big dent in the whole system, to be honest with you. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure you press that like button, though. I have nothing else to say anymore. There's no updates for the short term. I'm going to look for every single clue I can find and get back to you guys in a couple of hours, most likely. I'll get you guys with some videos maybe, or some live stream again. We'll see what we do. It's been shitty. It's definitely not been a fun day. I don't enjoy life too much today. Noting this idea that the reserves are gone, I really had good hopes for them. Then again, I do still think they'll compensate us in some way, shape, or form. And otherwise, well, at least we made good content, right? And I guess that's worth $1 billion for me too. So I guess every negative side has a positive side. And the negative side is I lost millions of dollars. Positive side is at least we have a fun time doing so. Having said that, guys, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you press that like button right now and subscribe for more Luna, crypto, whatever updates later today. I'll keep you guys in the loop on everything that I find. All right, so thank you guys so much for stopping by, saying hi. You guys have been amazing. Amazing energy today. It was really good. But I'll get back to it, all right? Captain, that's amazing. Luna's feet. Oh, you guys are crazy with these. What happened to the chat box today, man? What in the world was this?